Hey there, Hollow Tablers, this is the Gerbil, and in today's video we're taking on the Salt Battle Forest Moon, Ewoks versus Empire or Droids, and we're going to beat it in the Challenge Tier 2 for all those relic materials with mostly droids under C3PO leadership. Yeah, that's right, C3PO. Why? Why not? Well, actually there's a real reason for it. I'll explain in just a second. It actually kind of makes sense. And you're going to think I'm crazy, but it does make sense. This is really hard though. Now phase 4 is where we're going to start, and you have to open up like we just did with Thrawn fracturing Teebo. If you don't get Teebo fractured under Thrawn, you're probably just going to lose. Now, why Thrawn? Because he fractures, duh. Why the lineup that you see now? Okay, now I've been experimenting with every lineup I can. Now there's a lot easier droid lineups to do, so we're doing this with C3PO because A, I love Rebels, and B, why not? It's kind of fun and it's a challenge and I'm celebrating. Once you fracture Teebo, this is over. This is just easy. You just walk over it. And then phases 5, 6, 7 are free wins also. You can almost do it on automatic. And then 8, you have to micromanage, but you can totally get through it. And I'll explain the strategy there. Now, how does the mechanic work? And then let me explain after that why C3PO. So the mechanic is as follows. K2 is gonna taunt. He's got like 100% chance to taunt whenever he has a buff, and he's going to get buffs because of his own abilities or because C3PO is going to put translation on him, so he's going to get 100% chance to buff every turn, which means the Ewoks attack him. Every time they attack him, he has a 97% chance to counter strike as long as he's not debuffed, and Ewoks don't debuff except for Logray, so watch out there. And so he's going to counter strike, and every time he counterattacks, Threepio is going to counterattack with him, and Threepio is stupidly powerful. In this video, you'll see his basic hitting the scouts for about 41,000 to 43. He can hit Ewok Elder for 60,000 on his basic. His AoE can spam out 400,000 in one go. It's crazy. So every time an Ewok attacks, basically Threepio is counter-striking through K2. Now, why C3PO? Okay, so it goes back to Threepio. So if the allied leader is a rebel, and this is straight out of his kit, Threepio gains 40% of that rebel, their health, their max protection, their offense, their defense, their potency, and their tenacity at the start of the first encounter. So then he takes all of that bonus and he distributes out 20% of it, or half of that bonus rather, to the rest of the team. So K2 is gaining 20% of C3PO stats. In addition, R2 is taking all of his own collective stats and distributing out 10% of that to the team. So Threepio is getting beefier because of C3PO and because of R2. Now you're probably thinking, but still, why C3PO? Well, C3PO has or should be modded for, and by default already has a super high potency, a lot of health, and a lot of protection. He's very, very beefy. His defense isn't so high, but so what? His tenacity is pretty solid, so he's just a good all-round character there. And then of course, if you're modding him right, then he's gonna have a lot more potency that you're going to need to get onto K2, so K2 consistently counter strikes and lands the offense down so the Ewoks don't hit him that hard, or else he will eventually die. Now, after again, why C3PO though? Well, it's because it only works if it's a rebel leader, and there are no rebel droid leaders, so you have to pick one if you're determined to use them. All right, now believe me, it works. It's pretty fun. All right, now phase 8. Again, you need Thrawn to go first because you need to deal or deactivate Logray here. Otherwise, Logray will pass turn meter to the whole team. He'll give foresight to all the Ewoks so you can't hit him. He'll even daze your entire team, shutting down our entire Counter-Strike Threepio assist mechanic, which, by the way, because C3PO and R2 are both droids and rebels, then Threepio rather, he counter-strikes with them also. Not counter-strikes, but he assists with everyone. So that front line up there, they're all giving Threepio extra turns. Now, after you fracture Logray, you've got to eliminate Elder, because no matter who you kill, Elder is going to bring him back over and over again. So you gotta punch through Paploo if he's there, and then just do your best to annihilate Elder. Now, we're gonna get a bit dicey at the end of this, but it was not really in any jeopardy, which I'll show you in a second. So we took down Paploo once. He's already been revived. We took him down a second time, and he's been revived again. And we're hammering on Elder, but we're not getting there. Wicket there just laid down Thrawn, but that's okay, because see that AoE? Did you see that AoE? Go back and watch that. It's insanely powerful, but we did enough damage to Elder that Threepio was able to lay down Elder, and actually a couple others, but they come back. They respawn when Elder dies. So you gotta make sure you kill him first. Now, the problem here is Logray. We got rid of Elder, we got rid of Paploo, but Logray is staring us in the face, and he's hit us with that daze. So C3PO is now dazed, but that's okay, because notice the health and protection on all of my characters. They're rocking it. They're totally solid, and Threepio is just going to be able to munch up the remaining pile here. So what does this look like when you do not get Thrawn to go first? Well, I'll show you that as soon as we beat these fellas. When you don't have Thrawn going first against Tebow in phase 4, you're just going to get wrecked. And I'll just let this play out and you can watch it, because Tebow's going to kill almost any one of your characters in 1 or 2 hits. You've got to fracture them. All right, this was just kind of a fun little odd way to do things. Hope you enjoyed. Hope you learned something. Take care, like and subscribe. I'll catch you around. And happy 4th of July to everyone out there. See ya.